The death of David Bowie yesterday took just about everyone by surprise and left his fans grieving and in shock. One of the greatest artists of the modern era, it's emerged he'd been suffering cancer for 18 months, but only his closest circle knew. Today, people the world over remembered Bowie's genius, seeing in his final album his words of farewell. Europe correspondent Lisa Miller reports from London.
It's a god-awful small affair to the girl with the mousy hair, but her mummy is yelling no, and her daddy has told her to go, but her friend is nowhere to be seen.
In his birthplace of Brixton, fans came to mourn.
To the seat with the clearest view, and she's hooked to the silver screen.
In Hollywood on the Walk of Fame and outside the New York home where he died, the rest of the world started waking to the shocking news.
She could spit in the eyes of fools.
Stark headlines as fans struggled to absorb the loss.
It's unbelievable to understand that he's dead now.
Look up here, I'm in heaven. I've got scars that can't be seen.
This was the last offering from David Bowie. His album Black Star, now seen as his goodbye, released just days ago on his 69th birthday.
Everybody knows me now.
Genius is an overused word, but I think musically, creatively, artistically, David Bowie was a genius. For someone of my age, he provided a lot of the soundtrack of our life.
His closest friends spoke with pride about his decades of work.
He was never happy to just rest on his laurels, to lean back on being David Bowie. He always wanted to break new ground.
There's a starman waiting in the sky. You'd like to come.
Tributes came from the very top of the music world. Shocked and deeply saddened, the Rolling Stones said. Sir Paul McCartney wrote, "David was a great star and I treasure the moments we had together."
This is ground control to Major Tom.
There were messages from out of space and from the Vatican. Many had worried about Bowie's fragile health. Few knew he'd had cancer for 18 months.
The crowds have been building here since the news first broke because David Bowie was born just a couple of blocks away. The family actually moved by the time he was 6, but to the locals in Brixton, he's always been one of theirs.
My mum always said, I think David Bowie's a prophet, and I think she was right. You know, when she listened to Hunky Dory, she was convinced that he had some kind of prophetic powers.
Feeling a kind of grief and a feeling that there's now a hole in the world and you've lost someone wonderful, and it's to want to celebrate what they made and what they achieved, and so everyone's going to really party tonight, I think.
And celebrate they did. Bowie may be gone. They'll make sure his music lives on. Lisa Miller, ABC News, London.